Well, the longtime sheriff of Stanton County, Nebraska, says the juvenile probation system in Nebraska is broken. Sheriff Mike Unger recently released an open letter detailing his concerns. KTV's Connor Trett spoke with Sheriff Unger about his motivation to write the letter and a bill in the unicameral that could make some changes.
Stanton County Sheriff Mike Unger released an open letter to the public detailing his frustration with detaining juveniles and probation detention.
And this is an issue that's been going on for years. This isn't just something that happened in the last 2 weeks, but I'm hopeful that these type of incidents and letting the public know will force, for no better way of saying it, our legislature to really address this and maybe take a tougher stance.
Unger says no juvenile can be detained without the permission of a probation office.
We're seeing situations like in Omaha where they have had contact with a couple 11-year-olds involved in homicides, and those kids basically were taken home because Nebraska law doesn't allow any kind of a punishment or incarceration at that age currently. My understanding is nobody under the age of 13 can be incarcerated at any point in a correctional or a jail setting.
In that open letter, Sheriff Unger cited a recent incident in Stanton County where a 14-year-old who was on probation was taken into custody after her mother barricaded herself in her room out of fear for her safety and called the authorities. Sheriff Unger said that the 14-year-old could have been detained for disturbing the peace. However, it was determined by the probation office to return her home.
Well, we're stuck with the law as it is. There's nothing I can do as far as the incarceration of that juvenile. And it's my understanding that the mother actually then left the residence herself because she just did not feel safe being there at that time.
Sheriff Unger continued in his letter saying, quote, "The problem is simple. The system is broken and needs to be addressed sooner than later by those who can make a difference."
I think there's been a lot of things done by our state legislature in Nebraska that are really handcuffed law enforcement, probation, working towards benefiting these young people. And I just believe it needs to be readdressed, and we need to understand that sometimes juveniles, no matter the age, do need to be held accountable.
In Stanton, Nebraska, Connor Trett, KTIV News 4.
In January, at the direction of Governor Jim Pillen, State Senator Merv Reapy introduced Legislative Bill 556. Now, if passed, it would lower the age that juveniles could be detained from 14 to 12. Components of that bill were amended to another bill, LB 530, that's still under consideration in Lincoln. Reapy told KTIV that the bill will impact juvenile justice across the state of Nebraska. The bill was crafted with two key goals. Number one, to enable early intervention in cases involving young juveniles through immediate assessment and action. Secondly, to enhance community safety. Legislative Bill 530 was placed on final reading yesterday.